Welcome back, you guys. We are now on the fourth and final step. So far, we've covered activate, release, strengthen, and it's finally time to get on to adapt. The purpose of this video is to properly guide you through the process of adapting and integrating these barefoot shoes into your lifestyle in different environments, different terrains, and different activities. First, let's talk about a timeline of increasing your use of wear. When it comes to barefoot or minimalist shoes, one of the features that are a little more difficult to get used to is the flexibility in the sole. Now, as you can see, the sole is very flexible. It moves every which way, which we want because our foot also moves every which way with all of those joints. When you're first starting out, you want to wear these shoes in a very controlled environment for short durations. That means wearing it around your house. Try them out. Wear them while you are doing chores and minimal movements around the house, just to get used to the fact that you're in a shoe that is very flexible. Another common feature that some people have difficulties transitioning to is the zero drop. And that means that there's no height difference from the heel to the toe. And if you've been wearing any type of heel-toe drop, which does include common gym shoes, running shoes, and even walking shoes, then transitioning to a zero drop might take a little bit more work with the exercises. Once you've worn these around the house in the controlled environment, we want to increase the time that we're wearing them in more of the controlled environments. That means wearing these while you are running your errands and even going to the gym. Now, I say the gym because oftentimes we are still in a very controlled environment. We are squatting, the feet are planted, and we're lunging, we're deadlifting, and it's for a fairly short amount of time. So wearing these while running errands and while doing your weightlifting or resistance training is a great way to increase the amount of time that you're in them, but not too quickly. Once you've increased your wear time in a controlled environment, we want to take it to a little less controlled environments. This includes things like walking outside. When we walk outside, we encounter things like bumps and cracks and tree roots and ledges and stairs, and that is a great next step after you have increased your wear time in those more controlled environments where you're really only exposed to hard, flat surfaces. Now, you may be wondering if you can run in a shoe like this. And yes, you can. However, it's really important to know that in the same way you slowly transitioned to wearing these full time or walking in them, you also have to transition very slowly into running with them as well. So if you're looking to run in these, just make sure you take it slow, you listen to your body, and don't forget all those strengthening exercises that we covered in the last video. Those are going to be key for continuing to progress and strengthen your feet. When it comes to your foot health journey, transitioning to barefoot or minimalist shoes is truly just the beginning. Where the magic really happens is in the adaptation and integration. And that means that we don't just want to stay on our feet doing the toe and foot exercises. We want to make sure that our strong feet have strong hips as well. Because when the feet are communicating well with the hips, then our knee pain goes down and we function so much better. And that's going to allow you to not just walk and move through life better, but also keep you stronger and improve your longevity along the way. So think of this as the first step in your journey. Not only do we want strong feet, we also want strong hips and a strong, resilient body to go with it. And in order to do that, we need intentional training and we need progressive overload. And that's just a fancy way of saying that in order to get stronger, we need to expose our bodies to increasingly challenging circumstances, whether that be running faster, lifting more, or just improving our overall function. In this program, we talked about activating, reminding your brain that you have feet. We talked about release, opening up the tissue so we can access the muscles. We talked about strengthening so our feet are prepared to support our body through movement. And we talked about adapting to wearing barefoot and minimalist shoes. I'm so excited to help you transition to your new norm, and I really hope you found a lot of value through this program. If you need more assistance, or if you absolutely loved all of this and you want more, then you can find me on Instagram at thatbarefootcoach. You can also check out my website, thatbarefootcoach.com, where you can find my one-on-one coaching services and even a community page where you can access way more of my programs. I'm so excited for what's to come for you. Together, we can redefine the norm.